In this video, I will be going over the steps used for mapping unknown applications in corporate data centers. If we look at the capacity plan object, we can see that there is information on more than 600 servers. On top of that, we can see that the client has provided information on 25 business applications. In this setting, we don't know anything about any of the other applications. We only have information about the servers. The following will show the steps for mapping each server to business application. We will click on Unknown Applications, which as we can see is empty. If I click on Identify, we will be able to see the unknown applications in this environment. The system splits all of the servers into logical groups, which are servers working together performing some business functions. If we take a look at this application, Unknown Application 137, we can see that there should be two objects shown inside of it. The modelizeIT system decided that these two servers, one Windows and one Linux, are working together. These two likely form a business application or a group of connected business applications. We will be able to see what is happening here by creating a diagram. First, we will start with viewing the default architecture diagram. At this point, we only want to see the objects and dependencies that correspond to the business logic implemented on these two servers. The information displayed here, which we knew in advance, was that the client provided a list of subnetworks depicted by the usernet object. This is also available for us to view in the business applications object from the homepage. From the usernet, we can see that the users create connections to this Oracle WebLogic server, which is deployed on the Windows host. We can also see that this application is using an Oracle database on this Linux host. Now we will view the architecture with NAS diagram, which will include network storage. It shows that the servers have network shares and that users access information by using the file shares. There are also backup NFS shares on the Linux host. This host on the right, named TPAF-SAN02, is shown with the dotted lines because the client has not collected the data. The system is not populated with the information from this server. Still, we can see that it exists even though we do not have the data. The next diagram that we will look at will be the virtualization diagram, which shows that both servers are virtualized on VMware hypervisors. We can now see everything that is happening by viewing the infrastructure diagram. As shown, there is a lot more software running on these servers, as well as many more dependencies and connections, and even Java applications deployed on WebLogic that do not define the business logic of this application. We can go back and take a look at the default architecture diagram and compare that to what all we have available for us to view. Here we see that the imaging Java application is deployed on the Oracle WebLogic server. We will refer back to this information once we get to the edit page. We have taken a look at all of this information and know that it is no longer an unknown application. Our next step is to edit this information by giving it a name. We will call it imaging, based on the information we identified in the application diagram. The environment will be labeled production. If we save and return to the home screen, we will notice that the business applications object has been updated from 25 applications to 26 applications. Our newly created object is listed at the bottom of the page. We can repeat this process for the remaining unknown applications, one by one, sometimes splitting those intertwined applications into multiple applications, sometimes merging them.